Greetings and welcome to a Halloween-themed episode of Celestial Tales, where today I'm going to be trying to craft a spooky story. I'm not a spooky person. I don't really watch scary movies or play scary video games or anything, but let's see what we can come up with. It's definitely not going to be scary. It's much more likely going to be just Halloween tropey, I guess. Likely, I already shuffled the cards. I don't need to be shuffling the cards again. So let's see what we've got. We've got the cloak, the sword, the scorpion, the mouth, and the necklace. And over here we have our dice. And based on our dice results, we can choose any of these cards that we would like. So let's get to writing our first chapter. For our first chapter, we have chosen the cloak and the necklace. And we're going to be changing things up a bit this time, because we're not going to be following the wholly traditional format. Instead, I'm going to be removing these three cards I did not choose entirely. Just discard those. And then for the next round, I'll be drawing a fresh batch of 5 new cards. So not only are we changing the structure of the chapters to try and fit some sort of semblance of Halloween-ness, but we are also changing how we are cycling through the cards, giving you sort of an idea of how future installments might change the rules from what we've seen thus far in the last couple we've done. Let's get started. Chapter 1. It was Halloween, and all the town's children were out under the veil of night, rambunctious in their antics of pranks, frights, and the pursuit of candy. But for one group of friends, Alex, John, and Sandy, typical fun wasn't enough. They decided that this year, soon as they finished trick-or-treating, they would visit the old haunted house on the hill. Rumors spoke of a wicked witch who lived there, and only appeared on this one night to spook any who dared enter her home. Rumors given rise by disappearances and imaginations tying those incidents to children being transformed or eaten by the house's mysterious occupant. And with that, so too did rumors that those brave enough to enter and return with a piece of the witch's jewelry would be blessed with a lifetime of candy. So it was that the 3 children steeled their nerves and set forth into the ominous unknown. There we go. We have our setting. Children braving danger to get some jewelry and mysterious darkness. I feel like that's the easiest way for me to use the cloak card. This is the second time I've gotten the cloak card, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna use that to imply uncertainty. But that's how it goes sometimes. Next set of cards. Alright, 5 new cards. We have the chest, the seed, wheat, the dog, and poison. And we don't have much variety with our dice roll. We've got a 2, 4 3s, 3 4s, and 4 6s. We don't have a 1, So the seed and the wheat are out. But we can do everything else. We've got 2 4s for the chest, a 6 and a 4 for the dog, and oh no, we can't do poison either, because we don't have a 5. So we have to take the chest and the dog. So that'll be interesting. Let's see what we can do with those. Sure, let's try that. Chapter 2. Entering the haunted house as midnight drew near, the children began their search for the witch's elusive jewelry. Opting to seek a box or chest where such items may be contained, they stuck together as they wandered into the darkness, the absence of light making it difficult to find their way through the dusty halls, wishing now one of them had brought a stronger flashlight. Rummaging the first 2 rooms, they came up empty. Nothing but musty furniture, old books, and antiques of varying condition. It really seemed that nobody had been in the house for years. But as they made their way to the kitchen, a destination that chilled their spines, they heard a rustling. They jolted in fear, terrified of the supposedly cannibalistic witch finding them where her job would be made all the easier. Instead, what appeared to be a stray dog emerged from the shadows, indubitably having slipped in through the front door behind them and followed its nose to the scent of rotten food. They stepped aside and left it be as it walked past. Suddenly, I'm not sure if it's a wise idea to be leaving on a cliffhanger with something that I don't know what's going to happen next myself, but sure, I'm gonna go with it. Suspense! Okay, so let's get our cards figured out for Chapter 3. 5 new cards, 5 new opportunities to make something happen. Something spooky, something weird, something. Let's do it. We've seen some of these cards in the past. Am I not shuffling this good enough? Or is it just a weird coincidence that we keep re-seeing cards? There's some new stuff, but we keep re-seeing cards from past episodes, despite there being, I don't know, this many cards. How many cards are in this game? 80. There's a total of 80 constellation cards. Now let's figure out what we're going to do with the 5 of those 80 we were given. For this round, we have the lightning, the candle, the owl, the dragon, and wine. And our dice are like this. It's a pretty even spread, except we've got no 5s. So we can actually choose between all of them except for the dragon, because we did not get the necessary 5. So this can go bye-bye. And we've got these 4: lightning, a candle, owl, and wine. Alright, I've got a rather lazy idea. We are going with the lightning and the owl. And I already know exactly what I'm going to do with those. It's going to be super lazy, super phoned in, but screw it, that's how this goes sometimes. That works, I guess. Chapter 3. A bolt of lightning flashed from outside, casting the elongated shadow of a perched owl against the kitchen backdrop. Already nervous, the children screamed and scattered, fleeing to all parts of the haunted house. When they had a moment to settle down, they realized they'd been separated. Alex, who had found his way to the bathroom, immediately began searching for the others to reunite. Sandy had sprinted to a bedroom, an opportunity she used to rummage about. A quick search that found a small jewelry box in an old wardrobe. Pay dirt! She grabbed a simple necklace from the tiny chest, then hurried off as well to find her friends. John, on the other hand, had stumbled upon the study. There he came face to face with that which they feared, an elderly woman clad in a flowing cloak. And there is chapter 3. Let us move on to the fourth and final chapter of this spooky tale. Not so much spooky as it is generic, but that's how we're doing this, because it would be way too hard to try and write something that's actually scary, especially as somebody who doesn't have any experience writing scary things, let alone scary things. Yes, fate depends on cards. But I have very little power over. That would have been much more fun earlier when we're not at the climax. What? Okay, game. Ha 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 ha. Let's give him stupid, useless crap. Because that would be so funny for him to try and come up with something to write from this. Whatever. Some of these would have been great for the first or second chapter when that's only 5. But now it's just, okay. The demon, the elephant, the castle, the forest, and the kiss. Things like demon and forest, those would have been great earlier, but having them at the end, they're far less useful. We've got our dice over here. We've got 2 1s, 2 2s, 2 4s, 4 5s, and a 6. We have no 3s. That eliminates the elephant and the kiss automatically. We can choose these 3. I think I have an idea. Sure, we've got the castle and the forest. Let's do it. Chapter 4. Frozen in terror, John didn't react until the witch had lunged and grabbed him, cackling as another bolt ominously blasted in the background. You'll make the perfect ingredient for my latest brew, little boy. John shrieked, his voice carrying throughout the entire house. A yell that summoned his friends, who responded quickly to the study. They found their friend struggling to escape the witch's icy grasp. I see you have brought some friends, said the witch. Good, there's always room in my pot for more. But before she could go for them, Sandy acted faster, throwing the necklace at the witch's face. Taken aback, the old woman released John to protect her face, and the 3 children fled, bolting from the house and into the nearby woods, leaving behind their ticket to free candy, but just glad to have made it out alive. The witch, as she watched her prey escape, simply smiling, pleased with herself for having given another group of kids a Halloween they'll never forget, and respecting their decision to sacrifice their prize to protect their friend. Some greedy children were not always that considerate. The children wandered aimlessly through the woods until dawn brought light. By that, they made their way home and were shocked to find something waiting for them. A miniature castle made of gingerbread. Not quite a lifetime of candy, but an apt reward for choosing friendship over greed. And there is our spooky tale. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's story. Now get out there and have yourself a safe and fun Halloween. See you next time.